Hello, hello, hello there. Happy Sunday. My name is Angie, and you are watching Tutu's Crafty Creations. For those of you who don't know, Tutu in Hawaii means grandma, and I am a grandmother of four beautiful grandchildren, which you will see throughout my channel. It's not all about my grandkids, but they do mean the world to me, so they are a part of this. Today's video is a collab, and it is a Sunday Funday collab, and this is brought to you by Yvonne with GingerChick Rehab and Janny and Dyanne, her daughter Dyanne, with Deco Made Easy. Yvonne does a lot of thrifts, shopping, a lot of trash to treasures, a lot of flipping with her husband, flipping furniture and whatnot, what she finds in the thrift stores. She resells them, and she does a fantastic, wonderful job. She's easy to listen to. Excuse me, I really do enjoy watching her channel. And then Yanni and her daughter-in-law do a lot of farmhouse inspired projects, and they are from the Netherlands, and their accent is super cute. I love accents. It's just always been a thing for me. But anyway, so if you are coming over from one of their channels, welcome. And if you would consider, please, being a subscriber, go ahead and hit that little subscribe button down there. Don't forget to hit the little bell so that you get informed each and every time that I upload a new video. And don't forget to comment, like, and share, because you guys, those comments and the likes and the sharing, they really do count. It really does help to boost up your channel. And I have also been told one last thing, that by a little birdie told me that YouTube will not give the credit to the person's video who you're watching if you don't watch that video all the way through to the end. So with that being said, let's go ahead and watch this video to the end, and let's get started. Okay, you guys, so for this project, we are going to be using one of these Dollar Tree triangles and some little mini presents from Hobby Lobby. And these little My Little Christmas ornaments are also from Hobby Lobby. Got some little Christmas lights and mailbox and a hat and boot and mittens. And we will be using some of these ornament balls from the Dollar Tree. And we'll use a variety, I believe. And then we're going to use one of these little stars from the Dollar Tree also. And we'll be using some tinsel stems, pipe cleaner from the Dollar Tree. And then we will be using 8 of these wood pieces from the Dollar Tree also. And then I'm gonna go with the Waverly Moss chalk paint, and I might darken it up just a little bit with the pavement. I'm going to check it out. I'm not sure. This is by Apple Barrel. And then glue gun and a paintbrush. And this is a little cup that I got that I will be using for my paint. All right, so here we are. We're gonna get started with the paint. We are going to grab that Waverly Moss chalk paint, give it a little shake, mix it up. Sometimes the moss you got to really shake up because it gets this dark color on the top. And put a little bit on there, and yeah, no, I don't really like it, so let's put some on a plate, put a little drop of that pavement in there, mix it up, and see how I like that. Oh yeah, I do like that. A lot darker. In case you guys have not guessed it by now, I am making a Christmas tree. And by putting the black in there, I wanted to give it more of like an evergreen or like a real Christmas color or Christmas tree color looking. And I don't know if you guys noticed also that the paintbrush that I'm using is at an angle, so it's easier to get in the cracks and the corners of this tree. So paint that up. Let's set that over here to the side, and let's let it dry. And we are going to move to the stump. The stump of this tree is going to be used, or we are using 8 of these wood round pieces. They're not really wood rounds, but they come in a pack from the Dollar Tree, and there's probably, I don't know, 20 to 30 pieces in there. There's tall, short, skinny, fat, numerous different sizes. And I went through and just picked out the 8 that were relatively all pretty much close to the same size, so that when I glued all these together, they would be even for my tree to stand on and not fall over. I did add a little bit of not super glue, but hot glue gun, the glue into the center of these pieces of wood so that they would hold together longer and be a little sturdier. Measure that up, get some glue inside on that piece, and then go ahead and play around and see which way I like, which one of these is going to be best on top, which one's going to be best on bottom. Put a glob of glue on there, press those suckers together, and voila, we have a tree trunk. And yeah, that's still wet, so we're going to hold off, and we are going to start on the garland pieces. I'm making 3 little different sizes of garland here. And we're going to put a little tiny one in the top. And you guys, I'm sorry about being out of frame for some of this video. I am new to YouTube and figuring out how to do the camera and the editing and all of that good stuff. And I had watched a video on how to start your own YouTube channel, and apparently I didn't listen to it listen to the parts that I should have, because instead of having my phone horizontal, I was recording, I had it vertical, and so then I changed it up and did my phone horizontal, and as you can see, I still need to figure out what's in frame and what's not in frame when I'm recording these. So as I said, we're going to go ahead and do 3 of these garland pieces. One of the little ornament balls is going to go in the middle on each of them, and then we're going to switch it up from side to side with the little other ornaments, the light bulbs, and then we have a mailbox, a Santa hat, and a Santa boot. And here I'm just using my heat gun to dry up the rest of this chalk paint. And I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy watching the chalk paint go from a nice glistening wet paint to that matte, dull paint that you can work with. And here I'm going to just prop that tree up on a paint jar and go ahead and proceed to finish painting so that we have the back of this tree, so that it's a finished looking project, and you can see it from both angles, front, back, or whatever, and you're going to see nothing but the green tree. Go ahead and get this all painted. You guys like to paint? I love painting. It's soothing, it's easy, it's not always easy, but it's relaxing. It can be very relaxing. And you get into mixing paints and doing all that stuff. That's a lot of fun. I do enjoy to do that. And you guys, I barely made enough of the paint mixture to go ahead and put 2 coats, I believe, on the whole thing, except for the back, which I just went ahead and, I guess I kind of did it twice, but with the pretty even, flat, smooth surface, it was rather easy to just put the one. And we are going to go ahead and bring the heat gun back over here, get this puppy all dried up, and proceed to assemble. We're gonna but twist these little pipe cleaner up, make sure they're angled so that the cutoff ends are going to be pointing inward so that you don't get poked with them, because the inside of these pipe cleaners have some wire that's rather sharp and you can poke yourself. So get those where they're all adjusted into the inside, get it the right length, the right angle. And again, you guys, I apologize for being out of frame, because apparently I am out of frame a lot. And let's see. Yep. All right. So I got her where I want her. Go ahead and put some glue in there. And maybe I'm just anal retentive, or I don't know, really know. But I check this multiple times to make sure that I have it right where I want it. And I unfortunately am out of the frame. And again, and you guys just like to watch my watch, I guess. Really, I am sorry, and I will work on this, you guys. I've already realized that and have started to change it in my videos, in the upcoming videos. So wrestle around. Let's get this little girl twisted the right way. And yep, you got her. She's going to show and shine. That's where the little boot is. So I'm trying to make sure that the boot is, when it hangs, you'll be able to see the side view of the boot and not the back view of the boot. And yep, we're good to go. All right, so then the next one, I go ahead and proceed to measure up, put the pieces where I want them, bend over the end so it's facing in, and glue that on there. Put that inside, make sure I get the right length, somehow make sure that they're all... The hat was a little tricky, you guys, because the way that the little hanging piece on it is laid on there, I guess. I don't know, but I made it work. I just twisted it around so that when it's hanging, you can see that it is a hat. And put that left side up, and had I thought about it before I glued this on, I would have connected that to the other lower piece of the top one so that it made it look like it was one whole piece of garland instead of not being connected. And as I move on down to the next strip, I do connect the one side where I'm going to put them together to make them look cohesive. Yeah, the right side there, I do connect right there. And then I put the left side about a ½ an inch or so up. Because I was thinking of putting a little Christmas present on there, as you guys will see. But I did not end up doing that, but I still wanted it to be a little bit higher up so that the dangling pieces were able to dangle. Oh, sorry about my head view. Because it's been forever since I've had my hair dyed. I haven't dyed my hair since, God, probably before the beginning of the year. Maybe it was in January, I don't know, but my hair's awful. All right, so enough about my hair. It's not about my hair. It's about my project. And quite frankly, I think she looks cute. Super cute. Who doesn't love a Christmas tree? Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. I gotta tell you, it is so much fun to watch the faces on your loved ones, open up their gifts and play or wear or whatever, look at, read the projects and gifts and things that you've given them. And what is your favorite holiday? What do you love best about Christmas? The food, the treats, the company, the gifts. I don't know, I love it all. I love decorating for Christmas. It's a little early yet to decorate for Christmas, but I will definitely be decorating for Christmas. So here we go, putting on the little presents. I think they're super cute, and they really make this tree. Typically, you would put the presents underneath the tree, but I do not put my tree on a stand. So since there's a little shelf on the bottom of this tree, I go ahead and put it in there. And I didn't mention this in the beginning of the video, but these wooden stickers that come from the Dollar Tree, they have, like I just said, a sticker adhesive piece on the back, but I wanted to remove that so I have a nice flat surface to glue to the tree. Plus, I don't know how well in time that little sticker piece would have stayed. So go ahead and flip this around. Make sure I get the star pointing to the top. Slap a little glue on there. And this girl is sparkling. She's sparkling from head to toe right now. You want to make sure you wipe off any excess glue off the back of that star because you don't want your finished product having some glue hanging off. Nothing worse than some little glue spider webs. That's what I call them, glue spider webs. They do string a lot, that glue gun. Okay, and then you guys have seen my mat in all of my videos. And this mat I purchased, I don't know, 3 years ago for Christmas. My kids and I, we decided to do exchange Christmas gifts of things that we made. So I decided to go ahead and make my kids some aprons for Christmas. And that was the reason that I bought the mat, so that I could cut the yards of fabric on that mat. I wasn't doing crafts at the time, and it's come in very handy, so just so y'all know. And then we're going to go ahead and measure this up, make sure that the stump is going to go in the middle. When you guys put the hot glue on these, make sure you put it in the center of the 4 wood pieces, because the 2 edges will hang off of the front and out the back of the tree, so you don't want your glue to come out or to show. Go ahead and give it a little pressure to make sure that these stay together, nice and adhered. And we have a finished tree. And I think she's gorgeous. Love the little embellishments that I have on there. Simple, easy, cute, and inexpensive. Really, it wasn't very expensive at all. Such a cute tree. Makes me feel like singing Christmas songs. See how the boots turned there. And the little mailbox. I love the mailbox. So cute. This little frame here I got at Home Goods. And these are my beautiful grandkids. The little one there is Kaylani. All right, on to the next project, you guys. All right, you guys, don't forget that this is a collab between Yvonne from GingerChick Rehab and Janny and her daughter-in-law with Deco Made Easy. Don't forget to go check out their channels. I have everything linked in the list below, and on to project 2. Okay, you guys, so today's project, I am making some Christmas ornaments for my grandkids. And the supplies that we will need today are the letters from Hobby Lobby. These are $1.99 for one. You can use a coupon and get half off. I am using, as embellishments, some little stocking and boots and a little cute mailbox. And I will also be using embellishments with this little pine cone that I got off of this pick that I believe came from the Dollar Tree. And these little mini trees I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to use this for one of my embellishments. I have 4 grandkids, so I will be making 4 of these. And then I will also be using from Hobby Lobby some wood pile nickel-plated screw eyes. So I'm going to put one of these on each of my ornaments. And the paper that I will be using, this I purchased from Hobby Lobby. It says 69 cents, but I did get it on a Saturday, so they had them for $1. And then my other 3 sheets that I'll be using, there's one, cute little muffins, or mittens, muffins. Silly girl. And those 3 sheets, those came out of this scrapbook paper pad that I purchased from Michael's. And so the other 2 sheets that I will be using came out of those is this cute garland with little pine cones on it. And then this one I will be using for my newest granddaughter who was born in April. So this is her first Christmas, and I'm going to use Christmas trees with that little cute tree. And I will also be using some matte Mod Podge because these will be getting stored, and I would like to, or my children would like to preserve them so that they last for many years to come. And then also as hanging, I will be using the jute cord that I took out of a ornament pack from Dollar Tree. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to start off with, we are going to trace the letters. Now I have 4 grandkids, so I will be doing 4 of these little ornaments. You go ahead and trace out the letter, and with some scissors you will carefully cut the letter out, twisting the paper and not your scissors when you're turning, because it just makes the flow of things much easier. And yeah, so just twist the paper, get that little guy cut out of there. The K, which I don't show you guys, I didn't feel, I think that you guys needed to watch all 4 of the letters being traced and cut out. But that K, let me tell you, it was a struggle because all the little nooks and crannies in it. But, you know, it's cute and it's worth it because it's for my granddaughter, Kaylani. Now, the L is for my oldest granddaughter, Liliana. She just turned 11 in September. And this E is for the youngest of my 4 grandkids. Her name is Eleanor, and we call her little baby Ellie. And all of my grandkids have nicknames. Lily's is Silly Billy, and you guys, my grandkids, are probably going to kill me for doing this, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, Ahsoka, then we are going to go ahead and move on to Mod Podging the paper on. Put a nice thin, even coat on because you don't want too much of it on there, which you'll see. Hey, and I'm sorry, I have cats in here that are going to start fighting. Anyway, so here I go and spray some water on the backside of the paper for each of these. Just the same process I do for each 4 of these ornaments. And some of them have a little bit of overlay, so you'll see later on that I go ahead and take that off. But anyway, back to my grandkids. So the E is for Ellie, Eleanor. Oh, and Silly Billy was for the Liliana. That's her nickname. Charlie's is Charlie Barley, and she is my second granddaughter. Kaylani is Baby Peanut. That is her nickname. And Nani Girl. And then E is for Ellie, and she was just born in April this year, so I think I'm going to have her nickname be Ellie Belly. Not quite sure, but we'll figure that one out as we go, I suppose. When she gets older and gets a little more attitude in her and sassiness. All right, so anyway, back to this project. So like I said, you don't want to put too much Mod Podge on because it does... you want to make sure you have an even layer so you don't have little pieces that you have to, smooth out. And then we're going to go ahead and take some, see here I put too much Mod Podge on this piece of the C, and I had to make sure to get it all off because I didn't want any big chunks of Mod Podge buggers on there. And so then, as I said, with the little overage, I took a piece of sandpaper here that was purchased from the Dollar Tree to try to get those off of there, the little side piece, the little overage, because I cut on the outside of my pencil mark instead of on the inside, but I wanted to make sure that it was all going to be covered. So yeah. So I don't like how that is working out. So I go ahead and grab my little X-Acto blade knife thingy that is also purchased from the Dollar Tree, and proceed to go ahead and cut off the little excess pieces, which is a pain in my neck. Because as I said, this case got lots of nooks and crannies. And eventually I do end up getting all of them cleaned up and get the excess paper off of them and make them cute. Cute as a little button. Get off there. Sorry, kitty cat. Okay, and yep, as I continue to pick on this K, well, not pick on her, I just really like to make sure, especially since these are going to be gifts for my grandkids, I wanted to make sure they're perfect. And yeah, sorry you guys, I was watching Sammy with Unicorn Dust Designs. She was on live, and I just had to say bye. So I am now going to personalize. Well, they're already personalized because obviously the letters of my grandkids' names. But on the back of them, I am going to proceed to write out Christmas 2020 on all 4 of them, which I will show you in just a moment. So what's your guys' favorite Christmas movie? I have several Christmas movies that I like to watch. Elf is probably one of them. Christmas Story. They're all great. But what is your guys' favorite? Let me know. Leave a comment. Leave a comment. Tell me how you think I'm doing on my projects. How many grandkids do you guys have? Do you have grandkids? They're just a blessing. I love my grandbabies. And there we go. Christmas 2020. And I go ahead and proceed to move on to Charlie's. And yep, done with hers. And then this, I'm putting babies first because Ellie was born in 2020. And oh geez, yep, I messed up right here. So I'm going to grab out some Snow White from Apple Barrel and cover up my little boo-boo. Get some heat on there, dry. I put, I think, 3 layers, it looks like I did. And it was good as new, and I proceeded to wonder what paint can do. And it took me just, a little extra time on that, but no big deal. So I've got that covered up. Go ahead and finish putting Christmas and the 2020 on there. And then Kaylani's, we'll go ahead and put Christmas 2020 on hers. And now I believe I am going to put on, first I'm going to Mod Podge the entire letters. I do put a little heat on here because that paint marker, I just wanted to make sure that that was dry. And I'm going to proceed to Mod Podge around the whole front, back, sides, everything, because they will be stored, and that layer of Mod Podge will give it some protection. Perfectionist in me. Okay, move on to the C. And we're going to prop these girls up. I'm calling them girls because all 4 of my grandkids are girls. Yeah, Charlie needs a little more support, so I'm going to grab my little pumpkin that I got. Or that's not a pumpkin, that's a spider that I got from the Dollar Tree. And why I showed you this right now, I'm not quite sure. Oh, I'm showing it to you because it's got the little hangy hooky-doo on there that I needed to take off. And I'm just trying out the mitten on my C first to see how things are going to work out, and then go ahead and proceed to move on to the letter, the K, get that mailbox on, because Kaylani, she gets a lot of things mailed to her in the mail, and so there was no candy canes in that, and I figured the mailbox would be cute for hers. Adorbs. All right, girl, on to the next one. Get the C in the bottom part. I initially was going to put these little trinkets on the front of these ornaments. And then I guess I decided to go against that because they were going to be stored and it'd probably be easier or storable better if they were more flat, I guess. So I went ahead and put them all on the sides, as you will see here. This little mitten gave me a little bit of a hard time because there's kind of like a hole where you would put your hand, go figure. But so I had to add a little bit more glue in there, a little more on the front, a little more on the back, because I just wanted to make sure. I should have used my DAP Rapid Fuse. What was I thinking? But I just went with the hot glue gun and just made sure that it was all nice and clean, got it all off. Any excess that was seeping out. I did try to not use so much because I don't want the big mess. Don't want those flying glue gun webs. And then you guys, I cut the end off of this little tree. These little trees are so cute. That was kind of a struggle to get off there. Tough little boogers. All right, so get that guy off. Get those little extra pieces off of it. Get her glued inside. And this paper for Ellie's ornament has trees on it, and so that's why I went with the tree. You'll see them all close up pretty soon. Make sure it's all nice and straight. Get that finger protector. I'm telling you guys, this hot glue gun is hot. That glue will burn you. What people did before, I don't know. Before the Dollar Tree came out with these little finger protectors. All right, there's my E for baby Ellie. And little Lily's, my little silly Billy, she has got a pine cone on hers. Because if you remember in the beginning of this part of the video, her paper has the pine cone garland on it. Get that all in there, nice and snug. No piece of wire hanging over, nothing, because I don't want them to poke themselves. And here we have, as I move all my stuff out of the way. Oh boy, here is a struggle, you guys. Let me tell you, this are the little hook eyes that, my apologies on the little interruption. My phone was telling me it's dying on me. And anyway, so these little hook eyes, they gave me oh my God, you guys, it was such a struggle trying to get this hook eye into this K. And I swear I probably tried for, I don't know, a good 20 minutes. As you can see right there, I kind of threw that pair of pliers down. I was almost like, pulling my hair out with these. But I was finally, after, I swear it was 20 minutes, a good 20 minutes, before I finally got that hook eye into the K. And let me tell you, my fingers hurt. I had to go take a break because my fingers were so sore and sensitive from trying to hold on to that little guy and get it in there. All right, well, let's go ahead and try this again with this C. Thought maybe perhaps it would be a little easier because it's going on a more flatter of an edge that I'm trying to put it into. And still, I am using all of my body strength. And yeah, now it's not working. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get this little pokey thingy, and I don't know what it's called, but it's some sort of crafting tool from the Dollar Tree. It's sharp. And let me tell you, you guys, this thing was a lifesaver. You start that little hole with it. You put your little hook eye in there. Grab your pliers. And give it a little twist. Another little twist. And voila. It is in. You just get it tight to where you want it. And you move on to the next one. Thank you, Dollar Tree, for your little pokey device. For lack of better words, I don't know what it's called, but it was wonderful. Hey, and you know what I just thought about too is instead of those pokey, I mean not those pokey, but the finger protectors, you could probably use the other side of that tool to for the hot glue so you don't burn your fingers. All right, so here I move on to adding the little jute twine to each of my letters, as I've got all 4 of the hook eyes on there. Isn't she cute? Isn't she adorable? Excuse me. Okay, so get all 4 of these with their attached, with their cords. And I hope you guys have enjoyed what you see today. I really had so much fun making these projects. A lot of love goes into my projects, especially the ones that are for my family. But here is all 4 of my beautiful, cute, simple, kind of simple, well, except for that hook eye. But now you guys got that little tip, so it should be pretty easy for you. And again, here we go, all 4 of them. Complete. Super, super cute. I really just think that they're adorable and that my grandkids and my daughters will love them. So cute. Baby's first Christmas. The tree is just adorable. I love it. There we go. Christmas 2020 for Charlie Barley. The L is Silly Billy. My K is Kaylani, Baby Peanut. She's Baby Peanut because her mom is Peanut, and now I know she's really going to kill me. Okay, you guys, so here is the project, or these ornaments on a Dollar Tree Christmas tree, because it is not even Halloween yet, so we don't have a tree up, so I don't have any other way of showing you guys what they look like on a tree, so hopefully this is good. I think it's kind of cute. Put a little star on there, because all trees need a star. And quite frankly, I think these ornaments are the star of this show. You tell me, what do you guys think? Which one is your favorite? The Christmas tree, the ornaments? How did I do? And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. If you like what you see, please hit that bell so you'll get notified each and every time I upload new videos, and share, comment, and make sure you like. And again, you guys, thank you so much. Happy Sunday. Have a beautiful day, and until next time.